Hello, friends and enemies. So, is your belief based on someone else's belief, which might be based on someone else's belief, instead of it being a belief that you thought of and searched out to see the reality, to find it to be then what you truly believe? Most people believe just because they are told without searching. I like to say, believe less and think more. Search all things to see if what you believe is actual. And with that said, for the people that say that they don't believe in God or that God does not exist, first of all, you got to examine the word exist and does not exist, non-existence. Therefore, the word existence or to exist is an absolute reality as appearance, the fact of or state of existing. The existence of something is the reality of its existence. Not to believe or to believe that God or something does not exist is the absence of the reality of the existence. So for those that do not believe, for those that say he does not exist, in reality you are saying that he did exist at one time, because in order to say that something does not exist, it had to have existed at one time. I believe you are using the word out of context, because when we say we believe in something, then that becomes our reality to a certain extent. When we say that we don't believe in something, then that is our reality also in what does not exist. But once again, to exist is the reality of something that is brought forth, that is. Not to exist is the reality of that which used to exist but does not exist anymore. Therefore, God exists, but in your eyes did not exist or does not exist. Therefore, he did exist. To me, he does exist, but to you who say that he does not exist, in reality you are claiming that he didn't exist, but in reality he did exist. I think that the absence of a thought, the absence of something that we don't know. For those of you, the absence of something that we don't know is the absence of that It's of something that we don't know. Now, I think, and I understand what you all are trying to say when you say he does not exist, but you don't understand what you're saying when you say he does not exist, because you are saying that he had to have existed before he did not, in order for him not to exist. It's kind of hard to explain, but let me see if I can do it. We would have to have absolute no knowledge of the existence of what we are trying to say that does not exist, in this case God or Elohim. We would have to have no knowledge. Therefore, then the reality of not existing would be correct. When you have no knowledge of the subject, then it does not exist and it cannot exist. It does not exist. It does not exist. So, believe less and think more. Search all things out. Thanks for listening. Yahweh bless.